the interest here is establishing the source of this money. And that, indeed, in talking about the fight against corruption, must also concern you as well, isn't it? Even if you are in power.
Thank you, Alfred, and thanks for all the insights that you've brought in. You see, when you make your mind that this is where I want to go, and you don't want to listen to any other opinion, whatever anyone says or whatever anyone does, you still have your mindset that I just want to paint someone black. I just want to show that this particular person is a distraction, or I have to destroy him. So whatever work the OSP does, whether good or bad, they'll come and sit here and they say, oh, public opinion, public opinion. What is public opinion? It's about me sitting down and just saying that, oh, this is what I assume. Putting up injections and saying that, oh, this is what I assume, and at the end of the day, you come and tell me that it's public opinion. There's nothing public opinion about it. It's your ideas and your assumptions. We are assuming things. And I'm glad he came back to say that once the OSP has stated categorically in his listing that it might be, money laundering.
Oh, these are the words. That he says the investigation shows the case is largely in the province
of money laundering.
Suspected money laundering.
Thank you. So it means that it's taking that corruption charge out of Cecilia Dapaah's case. So when you sit here and come and say that, oh, and the public suspects that is World Bank, is this, is that, and that this thing, it's good because it's to shame the president and Nadu and all these things, I don't think it's right, or it's in the right direction. Let us stick to the topic we are here, and let us let the public understand what the topic is about. You are a seasoned lawyer. You know that certain things are there. You don't just say it and just leave it openly. Let us not do that, because you destroy someone and the person will not be here to defend themselves. And that was what I was doing earlier on when you brought in the case that, yes, when the case came out, all things that we had. And I told you one of it was the cosmetics business, which you even have said right now that she herself came out to say that, yes, it's from some of the cosmetics.
In the OSP report.
So where did I go wrong? You see, let us not. No, I'm not talking about you. But when Prof was coming in as if, oh, what he said, oh, it's a lie and everything.
No, but these are things I heard. So.
These are things.
The OSP said that cosmetic business reference wasn't true.
It's a public document.
And these are things I heard, just like she reported to the OSP.
Okay.
So once it come out new, and I said, okay, these are things that are going round. I don't think I've heard there. Secondly, when it comes to corruption, we have to be very, very careful, because there's a thin line between corruption and other related matters. You can just decide that, oh, this person is corrupt. You say it, and you can never prove that the person is corrupt. I'm glad that the OSP has gone to this extent and has now realized, maybe he would not tell us the full details, but he's come out to tell us that it's not about corruption, it's about money laundering. Where the money came from and everything, I definitely would know. I believe that the OSP will know where it came from. But he hasn't come out to say it. But he's come out to tell us that it's money laundering. Because once you've moved from the corruption, it means that you know you have certain insights that maybe you and I, we sitting here, we don't have. And that is what is going on. Because the OSP has come out and it's written that it's not in his jurisdiction to continue or pursue this case. He has 152 cases going on within the last half year. And he's still working on them. And this one, he's gone on, they've done their investigations, they've looked at all the reports, they've got they've interviewed or they've checked with Madam Cecilia Dapaah herself, the lawyers and everyone involved. But at the end of it all, they realized that there's no corruption related. So I don't need to pursue this case. Let me hand over to the other agency that needs to charge her or go into money laundering. And then they can also take the case up. But I would not pursue it. So you see, what we said from the beginning, that let us not start prosecuting even before this case comes out. Every time people are ready to point fingers and prosecute everybody apart from ourselves. Because what we do also, you tarnish someone's image. And for the person to rebuild that image will be very difficult.
So in
we
this
always
instance,
want to accuse.
No, but the OSP has investigated. It's gone
Yes,
beyond the accusation.
He's investigated and said that it's not corruption. The accusation was corruption.
But
the accusation. that was
But
pinned on Madam Cecilia Dapaah was nothing but corruption.
Money
and
laundering.
you and I knew that.
What is money laundering?
Oh, money laundering has its various. Maybe I'm keeping money for someone, or I've taken money on behalf of someone that is being circulating, it's going around.
And conceal the origin.
Okay, so I'm coming.
Once you conceal the origin.
Yes. So is no.
Relax.
Yeah, I know.
Mr. Thompson.
I want him to relax. He should drink his coffee and relax.
It's all right. It's okay. Is money laundering an act of corruption or not?
You cannot put money laundering under corruption. If you put it under corruption, the OSP would have charged it. That is corruption. It's corruption and corruption related.
You're
It's
saying
not
that
corruption related.
that the person's image has been tarnished
By
because
saying
of-
that she is corrupt, she's gone. This is she's stolen money. That was what the words that were being used on her. Harsh words that she has stolen government money.
But how has it been corrupt when now there's a report saying that the sources she gave are lies? Who has tarnished her?
Why
Was she the
why
was she
did
the
you take
one-
OSP prosecuted for lies?
Hold on.
So that
Why
you see,
didn't he?
and she's in court over one of the offenses, refusing to produce
bear in
some
mind
documents.
that about a number of cases, about 2 or 3, are still running in court
Yeah.
related to Cecilia Dapaah.
Yeah.
Even before this
Even
conclusion
handed over to the
Yes.
other
even
agencies.
before
That's the
this
failure to produce the
conclusion
documents,
of money
which is
laundering
some-
by the special prosecutor.
Mr.
I just wanted
Relax.
to establish that. Even the special prosecutor talking about the suspicion of money laundering in itself,
Yeah.
if you talk about impact on the image of the person, that is also one that if you're talking about image and how it tarnishes the person's image, you should also be concerned about, because it's not just about the image of the person, it's about what has been done and the larger concern of establishing beyond reasonable doubt the source of this said money. Is that not concerning to you beyond the person's image,
You
which
see,
is also
I'm not
important?
just
Let
looking
me
at
just
the
put it on
image.
record.
I'm not just looking at the image. I'm looking at things that were put upon her at the beginning of all this. What was one? Stealing government funds. And I sat in the studio and I stated categorically that we have auditors auditing from A to Z. If you tell me that Madam Cecilia Dapaah has stolen government money, then it means that the auditors also do not do their work well. Then there's a problem. Then let us look at the problem and fight it. Listen, the places that we are talking about, US, Britain, and other things, they've all gone through all these. They've gone through challenges. That's why they had their laws streamlining some of these things. Definitely, as a nation, we'll have challenges. We'll go through some of these things. But how well do we address it? It's not by just going to sit down and accuse someone that, oh, you've stolen government money, and that is it. Now it's come out that it's not about stealing government money, but the OSP believes or suspects that it's highly to do with money laundering. Is it government money that is being laundered?
That's a question that you
These
should
are
be
things that I should be asking the OSP. So now he knows better than us. And if it's government money, definitely the OSP would have come in to prosecute her. But definitely, once he's not prosecuting her on that charge or on those levels, then it means that it's something that has to do with her personal issues or money laundering issues. That's why he wants to move it from his office to another office. Because OSP, I know, or we believe, was established. And, you know, luckily enough, now with the work they are doing, how good they become, they've now been admitted as a member of the Global Operations Network, that anti-corruption agency. They are now working with the FBI, the Justice of the USA, and everything. They are collaborating a lot. So it means that even these brothers and the nieces, sons, nieces, husbands, issue of transfer of money and everything, they've sent it there for it to be collaborated. If that can be done, it means you clear her. So they take the items one after another and see the ones they can clear off and the ones they have to prosecute. You cannot come and charge her and say, oh, it's public opinion, so I'm prosecuting her on public opinion. And then you later on come and realize that, oh, it's not, that's not what it's supposed to be. Then how do you now clear that public opinion? Because someone would have listened to you today and would not have listened to you tomorrow.
Well,
let us, I know definitely, once, you know, sometimes when you go under these stress, and maybe you have not been charged or interviewed before, or being seen as a suspect and being queried or questioned. But when you go there, sometimes you even get confused. And you start giving various answers that, I mean, what is going on?
Okay, but are you also concerned about establishing the source of this money?
I am. I'm very much concerned. And you remember that the first day, one of the structures I talked about was not passing money through the bank. One of the structures I talked about, if you remember very well, the first day over here was about the structure of passing money through the bank so that every money can be accounted for.
You mean the money that she kept in her house?
In a house. Because I said that, listen, when you don't pass money through your bank, it's very easy for you to mix things up. But when it goes through the bank, you have the trail. The trail is there. You know, all these, what do you call it? Banking system methods. It's not just about you dumping your money there, but it gives you some memories you might have forgotten.
Okay.
That this money came from this source. This went through here. So you can always get a trail from the bank.
So the fact that she didn't take it to the bank and kept it in her house, what does that tell you?
That tells me that I don't think she did the right thing.
Okay, thank you.
But that is a personal thing. Because we have people too that decide that, listen, I don't want to use the bank. There are so many market people that don't want to use the bank, which it's for their own system. But when they want to do transfers, they will still come to the bank anyway. But it's their opinion and it's their mind.